Prasa has undoubtedly improved in delivering services to commuters. Asset management, improved accountability to South Africans. The plan is aimed at providing the entire country's population with fairness and prosperity of service excellence. Productive staff as well, very important there. Business growth through rail services as well. And Prasa is turning 5 tomorrow, I'll have you know. The CEO joins us now, Mr. Lucky Montana. Very good morning to you. Thanks so much for your time.
Good morning. Thank you.
5 years old tomorrow?
5 years has been an eventful 5 years, exciting. I think we've laid the foundation for a modern transport system in the country. Prasa was established by government to firstly address the problems we have in our rail system. And I think we know there are many overcrowding, breakdowns, old trains. So we established primarily to address that. But secondly, to contribute to a better quality public transport for citizens in the country. And I think when I look back at 5 years, I think it's been great. I think it's been a great experience. We've grown the value of assets from 7 billion rand some years back to 33 billion rands today. So I think it's been a massive growth. We've introduced new services and we've saved Metro Rail from definite a path of collapse, and I think we're now turning it around. And in 12 to 18 months' time, we'll be getting the first new trains for our people. I think this will be modern trains, equivalent to the Gau train. They'll be moving from all the townships. So I think, yes, it's a great 5 years where we've laid the real foundation for a modern commuter transport for our people.
I'm glad you touched on the successes and also the challenges that persist there. One of the challenges being the old infrastructure. You've touched on the fact that you are having new coaches there in terms of the trains, but also the rail structure itself. It needs a serious upgrade, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, look, I think our capital investment has been growing by over 14% per annum. So that has been great. And if you look in the next 3 years, another 40.2 billion rands is being invested in to improve rail infrastructure. Anyway, we need to fix the infrastructure before the new trains come in. And so I'm quite pleased to report that the upgrading of the signaling system in the rail environment is currently underway in KZN, Gauteng, as well as in the Western Cape. So in a few years' time, we'll be able to run a train every 3 minutes, unlike the current environment where you wait for over 15 minutes for a train in the peak hour. So yes, we're bringing a revolution. We're modernizing the entire system.
And how are you focusing on safety for passengers who use trains?
Well, safety is an important issue. As you know, that we've got over 4,000 railway police in the rail system. Today, we've got our private security companies that are contracted to Prasa around the country. And we've got our own protection services, which protect the assets, people, and everything. Yes, it's still a challenge. But unlike 5-7 years ago, I think the situation has improved significantly. I was saying yesterday that we see people carrying valuable things like, iPad, laptops. Once people start doing that or traveling with kids on the railway system, they're basically saying we are experiencing a more safer environment. So yes, it's still a challenge, but I think that we've done well over the last 5 years.
And that's what you're looking to do, aren't you? You're trying to make rail a preferred choice of transportation for the masses of South Africans. How are you going about that? Are you marketing it? Are you making sure that the ticket sales are competitive? How are you going about doing that?
Well, I think it's a combination of things. I think rail must be the solution, both on the freight and the passenger side, because our cities are growing, our economy is growing. So you're not going to have an efficient transport system without rail being at the core of that. That's the first issue. Secondly, I think we are introducing a number of competitive services, both on the commuter rail side as well as on the long distance rail side. I think we are investing in infrastructure. In September this year, we'll get the first locomotives for our long distance train services to bring more reliability, to reduce travel times. That is very important. We are changing the stations. I think if tomorrow those will be attending our celebration at Park Station, they'll see how we've modernized that. New tenants are there, new banking mall, new food court, because people must also go to the station just to enjoy themselves, not only because they're going to jump into a train. They must go there for, to have lunch, to meet friends. And if you look at Park Station, 200,000 people pass through that station on any given day. And not all of those are rail commuters, but these are people who are coming there to do business. So if you look at Park Station today, you look at Cape Town Station, you look at Durban Station, there's a lot of modernization. So people want to see great facilities, they want to see good pricing, but most importantly around the country, people are asking us, deliver quality, reliable services. And the new trains, the new signaling, the new investment in infrastructure is about delivering exactly that.
Indeed, and we'll have to leave it there for now. And I know people also want to hear spiritual upliftment on the trains. You can find them on the train. Oh, umuruti wa di train. We'll have to see that for ourselves tomorrow. The celebration of Prasa turning 5 years old at Park Station. We'll have to see whether or not Mr. Lucky Montana, CEO of Prasa, really is Muruti. So I wonder if he will open in prayer. Let's leave